Hey, this is Jerry Upchurch. Good evening to you. Just wanted to get a quick video out to you tonight. Just want to talk a little bit about The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. If you haven't read that book, put that on your list of books to read. It is a novel, and as I mentioned earlier, I cannot read a book without a pen in hand. So I underline and I take notes on almost every page, and even in the back I had taken so many notes I've filled up the back of the book with additional notes on the book, and you can see that it is powerful. If you can't see it by this, but know that it is powerful, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. The story is about a student named Dan and a teacher called Socrates. And Socrates is in the process of teaching Dan the way of the peaceful warrior. And that's why it's called The Way, because there is a way for the peaceful warrior to react and respond. And so what Socrates is telling Dan after months of training, he says, I've tried to teach you the way by example. That a warrior's life is not one about perfection or imagined perfection and winning. It's about love. And that's a shocking sentence in there. The warrior's way is about love. He says our sword is a sword of love, and when we cut with it, the cut heals the situation as opposed to hurts it. So Dan goes on, and Socrates, he receives this word from Socrates. He says, I am a warrior, and my way is action. And that's the way we are in our business. Our way should be action. And I'm a teacher, and I teach by example. And someday, you too are going to teach by example. And with that, he goes on to tell a story of Mahatma Gandhi. And this lady approached Gandhi one day, and she said, Sir, Master, would you tell my son to not eat sugar, to stop eating sugar? So Gandhi tells the lady, she says, okay, I will do that. Bring him back in 2 weeks. So sure enough, the lady was kind of confused on why she didn't tell him that right away, but she did as he said. Took him home, brought him back in 2 weeks, and she said, will you tell my son to quit eating sugar? So Gandhi calls the son into the room, and he says, stop eating sugar. And sure enough, the little boy walks out the door, and the mother says, I don't understand. Why didn't you tell him that same thing 2 weeks ago when we were here? And Gandhi says, you don't understand. 2 weeks ago, I was eating sugar. Boom, as Keith Everett would say. 2 weeks ago, I was eating sugar. And I can't tell someone to stop eating sugar if I'm eating sugar. So the story there tells you that you're leading by example. Even in our business, we are leading by example. We should try something before we try to tell someone else to try it. Now, if they're really eager beavers and they want to get out and try something, you can tell them to go ahead and try that. But basically, we want to teach by example. And with that, there are 4 statements that are made in the book here that really embody the heart and soul of what we're teaching here. Is number 1 is we want to respect other people. So we'll always respect the people that we bring into the business with us. Always respect them. They're coming from a different place than we are, and most of the time they have different thoughts and ideas of what they want and how easy or how hard it's going to be. So respect the other person. Number 2 is give them what they want at first, and then eventually a few of them will want what you give them. Does that make sense, what I said? Give them what they want, and at first, someday, some of them will want what you have to give them. Now, that's maybe two different things. Number 3 is be content to teach until someone asks you for more. Be content to teach until someone asks you for more. And as I was reading this, a proverb came to mind. It was actually Proverbs 25:15, and it says that be patient. And this is in the Living Bible. It says, "Be patient, and you will finally win. For a soft tongue breaks hard bones." Be patient, and you will finally win. For a soft tongue breaks hard bones. So take these things into consideration. Dwell on, meditate on them, and think about them over the next day or two, and then start putting those things into action as to what we've said. Respect people, give them what they want, and one day soon, after giving them what they want, they're going to want what you give, and then they're going to ask for more. And that is the day of reckoning, when you know you've got the person that you wanted to recruit into your business, in your business. So be blessed with that. Dwell on it, think about it, and be patient, and you will finally win. For a soft tongue breaks hard bones.